Welcome to episode 53 of Baldur's Gate 3. In the last episode we finally went to the House of Grief for Shadowheart's quest, rescued her parents, they are now with us in the camp. A nice dynamic change, it was emotional. I mean, we've had a lot of emotional episodes in these last few, haven't we? In today's episode, the plan is to go figure out how to get to Orin. So we're going to go investigate the murder tribunals, go buy a newspaper, and then get on with it. Because we got Jaheira and Minx in the party, another episode where we get to see another of their old colleagues. Hello, Jonah. Can I have a newspaper?
Looks great as toilet paper if you run out.
Still sad that I missed one. Public park. Public disgrace. Could your spouse be a secret cultist? Ooh. Head to the secret location. Alright, let's see what we got here.
Candulhallow's Tombstones, remembering the deceased with sympathy and skill.
Got any mail? Speak your loss. Oh, I do have a key. Nice. That's handy. Let's see if all the perception I think this is like one of the hardest perception checks in the game.
Let's get going.
Because I've never succeeded it. Seekers. Let death be your guide. For what is behind death but murder? Minx, go ahead and move that. You're in the way. Oh, a button. Interesting. But yeah, I've never actually been successful at the perception check for this button. The very first time I came here, I definitely got stuck in this room for about 10 minutes before I figured it out. Keeping up appearances.
The locked door has red text on it reading, "All are awaited, all are embraced. None shall escape."
Get a history check and investigate. Maybe. I don't think we'll be getting a history check.
The phrase sounds familiar, but you can't quite recall where you heard it.
Well, we'll just go ahead and head on in then. Sicarius. Alright, we've entered the Bolest Crypt.
Flaming fists this way.
Present me well from gifts thine own, or I shall rend thy flesh from bone.
I killed to be here, and took the victim's hand as proof. I do have Gortash's hand in my bag, and Shadowheart's carrying the handbag, so...
A grasping hand, an offering vile. Enter now the Dread Lord's trial.
That which guards, that which lurks, and that which watches. Sole oath, should that master die, this creature will also succumb to death. Remember that. We are going to go ahead and shut the door as well. Who do we have here? A dead man.
Still breathing, despite everything.
Interesting.
You gaze upon murder's progeny, child.
His most ill-trusted zealots.
His faithful departed.
Prodigal servants. Each returns to do his bidding eternally.
This man is known to all Baldurians, and his presence sparks dread in the pit of your stomach. Before you is Saravok Arnchev, a Barlist who almost brought Baldur's Gate to ruin a century ago. Devella was right. Not just an imitator, but Saravok himself.
This is the court of the Dread Lord's Tribunal. I am its custodian. Here come those who seek to transcend, aspirants of his most profane order, the would-be unholy assassins of Baal. But these are not aspirants. You have brought traitors of Baal into our midst. Harper Worm, the abdicating hero. Your keen sense for this city has withered in your absence. And you man of stone. As you stood a statue, a helpless ornament, your city warped, changed, became ripe for the plucking.
Sarevok, Baal's least favorite son. Still tied to Daddy's apron strings, I see.
The history they share may be long gone, but the threat of violence between them is as fresh as newly spilled blood. Neither party will let the other walk out of here alive.
What purpose do you have in bringing these heretics to the court of Baal? Speak, or death will be your final word.
How do you know each other?
Simple. We beat him about the brow and butt until he was dead.
Sarevok once fancied himself Baal's chosen, until we put him in his place. Feel no shame for forgetting him. History shall do the same.
These two have long meddled in my affairs, and my father's.
Will I seek path to the Temple of Baal?
Do not parley with this madman.
Sarevok once had his chance to taste of goodness, but he spat it back out. Now he may taste boot leather instead.
You speak of the past. I speak of the future. Well, aspirant, do the shades of yesterday speak for you too? There are two paths to the Temple of Baal. To carve your devotion into flesh, or to be the carcass that is carved upon.
How about a third option, Sarevok? Kahira, Minx, would you like to kill the old man, or shall I?
You get to my age, you have already done everything. Be my guest.
We have already smashed Sarevok's soul from his body once. Who says it is your turn?
And so, the Harper and the idiot Ranger raised their weapons against Sarevok once more. Your hubris will be your undoing, as it was once mine. Only this time, you will fall, and Baal will have his offering by my hand.
Right. So Sarevok isn't too bad. It's just that he also has 3 echoes, which if they die, this one provides him with 6 armor. This one will provide him with healing every time he hits. And he also gains permanent haste if this one dies. So not a terrible fight, but can get out of hand pretty easily if you allow it. I think we will try to take out a Melisum though. Like him having healing doesn't really matter that much. See if we can stun them. Maybe not. One of the ghosts does have counterspell, so Mink's probably a bit useless in this fight. Can we counterspell this haste? Nope. See, Sarevok already has 22 AC. Well, 20 without haste. If he gains 6 more, it's going to be very hard to hit him. Here's another reason I closed the door as well. The Death Knights, if you don't close the door on them, you don't even need to lock it or anything. They will also be part of this fight. Damn, they got the slow off. That sucks.
With haste.
It is pretty hard to hit though. We'll just keep letting the counterspell go off until we really care.
It has been far too long.
Really would like to break that slow. There we go. Nice. Slow first in the haste. See if we can topple him. All that animation just to miss. I think the candle got in the way, honestly. I'll take a paralyzing crit. It will help immensely. Alright, we'll be able to lay into Saravok now. Once he's CC'd, he's pretty easy. Lisa restore? I don't think so. Well, it happened. That's 2 missed counter spells we've had during this fight with Minx now. Do like some crits. I'd honestly say this is probably the easiest high-level boss fight. As soon as you set up, basically, you're done. Saravok will probably die. Man, that one's really good at just casting while counter spells running. Dead now. At least we got to hear the music for a moment longer. Oh. Maybe I should have finished the fight. 46 damage. Crazy.
Never a dull moment.
Let's see. Saravok, what do you got on your body? Amulet of Baal. Map to Baal Temple. I sent it to camp accidentally. Man, the pickup or read and the send to camp thing, they're right beside each other. And Saravok's Horned Helmet. And the number you need to roll a crit is reduced by 1. I think I might wear that on Franca because it's just upgrade enough.
Yes?
So you have history with Saravok, huh?
Nothing so grand. He was just another broken little ball spawn who tried to clamber to glory over the corpses of others. There was a time when he might have made more of himself. He was certainly given the chance after we threw him down, but he slunk back into his father's shadow instead. There is nothing more to say of him.
So we'll have to read that map when we go back to camp. But let's go see what's this way.
Oi! Citizen! Get me out of here!
Huh, Valeria, apparently.
Citizen! Thank the gods you're here. My wrinkles are starting to chafe. As an officer of the law, I demand you free me at once.
Don't have a key for it, so I'll just pick this lock.
Get here and free me at once!
Honestly, this little elephant is annoying when you don't free it.
Thanks for freeing me so quickly. No idea what those Baalist Burks had planned with me, but those chains were starting to chafe. Though I do wish you'd figured this all out before I, put the blame for Father Logan's murder on that poor refugee.
I was trying.
Well, at least it's over now.
How did you end up here?
After our chat at Charessa's Caress, I thought it best to polish off the bottle I'd started. I started coming over all woozy. My joints stiffened up quicker than a brothel browser's loins. Paralyzed. My vision went black. When I woke up, I was in chains. Overall, a terrible ordeal.
Yeah.
One deserving of a drink. I bid you good day, but it's been royally shite all round.
Are you sure we're finished?
You might not be finished. I am. It's plain to see that I'm well out of my depth here. But you gave these reprobates a proper seeing to. You clearly have what I don't. Courage, insight, heroism. The city needs you. I overheard these pigs talking. There's a Baal temple deep within the old Undercity that the cult is using. A century ago, it was destroyed by a group of heroic sorts. Let's hope history repeats itself, eh?
Mind who you call history, Hollyphant.
The wrinkled orb is correct. Boo remembers the stench of the temple still.
Very good. Now, let's talk and find that temple. This place is foul as piss. I'm out of here.
Check the place for loot before we leave. A lot of inspiration between Jaheira and Minx just for this, which is awesome because, well, we do need it. Memoirs of My Death. What was it like to die? Macedonian Memoirs Volume 1. Investigator Valeria. Must be Valeria's stuff because there's like a hookah in there. Page from Saravok's book. Legacy Ledger. Don't mind if I do. There's also a dead guy in here. He seems to be headless, but make sure. Yes, very headless. Fist Orvel. Dear Quill. Alright, let's get our asses out of here. Out of this death temple. Thankfully now when we leave, all the death knights out here will also be dead because they were under Saravok's control and, well, he is dead. So, easy fight against those, and we also get some good loot. Anyway, let's head back to camp so I can read the map. I do wonder if Devella is around. We can talk to her. Here she is.
Ah, I was hoping I hadn't missed you. The Patriarchs are safe, but it took longer to calm them down than I was hoping. Tell me, how did your investigations into the Murder Tribunal go?
I found the tribunal and killed Saravok.
So he was back. I was right. This is excellent news. Tell me everything.
Well, you see, there was some dead guys, a lot of blood. It was crazy. The fight was insane.
Fascinating. I wish I could put half as much into my final report, but, well, I think my superiors would rather I just stick to the facts. Nonetheless, thank you. You should think about joining the Fist, you know. We could do with more people like you.
1,000 gold. I have never talked to her between quests, so I didn't even know there was a monetary reward. Something to remember for next playthroughs. Anyway, we now stand in front of the manhole down to the sewers, and that is probably where I'm going to bring this episode to an end. Like I said, this one, maybe the next one, a shorter couple of episodes, because I think it's important to have them spaced out. I was expecting to talk to Saravok a bit longer, but I guess with Jaheira and Minx in the party, they just want to get on with it, you know? It's like they need to kick Saravok's ass. So in the next episode, we will be heading to the Baldur Temple and dealing with Orin, which will give us the last Neverstone that we need, which will mean that the finale of the game is open, but there will be one more thing to do before that, which I'm sure everyone is looking forward to. So Orin next time, and then the time after that, the video everyone's been waiting for about 50 videos. So thank you for joining me for this one. Hope you have a great night or day, depending on where you are in the world. And I will see you in the next one.